favorite thing about our virtual convention this year was the way the platform allowed so many of us to participate. Some of my newest consultants had an opportunity to be seen on the main screen, and that would never have happened in a regular convention. So that was a silver lining to this amazing virtual convention.
My favorite thing about the R+F Convention 2020 was the breakout sessions. I loved the breakout sessions.
My favorite thing about Convention 2020 was listening to Jay Shetty and so many other great speakers. It helped to validate how I'm feeling during this time and get me excited about what's coming and being able to share all of this with my sideline sisters and my teammates.
My favorite part about convention is being able to catch all of the breakout sessions without having to run from session to session in person. So I'm able to catch more of what's going on with the training, and then also being able to enjoy it in my comfy clothes and with my coffee.
Hi, I'm Amanda Anderson, and my favorite things about convention this year were that we had this amazing virtual platform that we could share together our newest innovations, which were amazing. And of course, Tim's videos and Maren Morris.
My favorite part of R+F Convention 2020 was being able to host some of my amazing teammates for a safe, socially distant retreat and experiencing virtual convention together with them.
My favorite part of Convention 2020 is something I can't even believe I'm saying out loud, but it was a dance party. I admit when I looked at the schedule, the agenda, I was like, oh my gosh, how cheesy a virtual dance party, but it was so much fun. And I didn't even dance. I was just watching the whole time, watching people be their own selves, doing their own moves, whatever it was. And kudos to them for putting themselves out there and just being genuine and being themselves. And there's some pretty impressive dancers, I have to say. And the DJ, off the hook amazing. I really need to try to figure out how to see her again somehow. So fun.
My favorite thing about R+F Convention was listening to the ever so inspiring Jay Shetty and Stacey Flowers and the wonderful community that we had between R+F, the home office, our teams, and just all R+F consultants out there. With it being virtual, it felt we all felt so loved, and it was just so wonderful.
My favorite part of convention, R+F Convention 2020, was definitely not having to wear Spanx and high heels the whole time. So being comfortable at home and being able to share it with my kiddos and my husband, and letting them see, how amazing this business is, and that, mommy is more than just mommy at home. She, is doing something that's really cool and being recognized for it. I would have to say, besides the announcement of New Redefine and our regimen revolution and our global expansion about to kick off hardcore, was the celebration event last night. Just seeing so many faces of girls on our team, our small little team, Team Drive, popping up and seeing their dances and getting featured. That was just so special, gave me goosebumps, and I just loved every minute.
My favorite part of R+F Convention 2020 was getting to chat with my team, even though we weren't together in person. The motivational speakers were fantastic, really great messages there, very uplifting, and I'm so excited to finally get to try not only Redefine, which was my next regimen to buy, but the brand new Redefine with all of the options.
Favorite thing about Rodan Fields Convention 2020 was everything from Nicole Walters, the concerts, the DJ dance party, and the regimen revolution. I can't wait to get my new Redefine in a few days.
My favorite things about R+F Convention 2020 was sweating for a cause, starting my morning out bright with a fun, energetic workout, and it was great to see two of my teammates live participating. I also loved the keynote speakers. They were very inspiring, and I had a lot of reflection. And then I loved the best known practices from successful consultants in some of their language. They were very, very helpful.
My favorite thing about Convention 2020 was the keynote speakers, specifically Stacy and Lewis. I loved their stories and I loved hearing what they had to say. They were both very motivational, and it just made the whole convention kind of come together for me. And it was my first Rodan Fields convention, so it was everything that I hoped it would be and more.
My favorite part about R+F Convention 2020 was being able to share this with my family, a couple close teammates that were near. My sister, my upline, she celebrating convention is always fun with her. The keynote speakers that we had, Nicole Walters was my favorite. She was absolutely amazing. I also love seeing all the fun pictures and the videos that are put together on virtual. Being at home this year was so much different. I of course miss being together and feeling the excitement of everybody, like 20,000 people all together, but R+F really made this a wonderful feeling for us since we could not all be together in one spot.
My favorite thing about R+F Convention 2020 was just how much I could feel the love. From the Heart of R+F awards and our amazing doctors to the binge boxes that they sent to us ahead of time, and the fun photo booth where I won a free eye cream and our team photo before the big product launch. There are just so many ways that we felt valued and appreciated despite being apart. And we are truly better together. It is one plus all, and it was an amazing experience.
One of my favorite things about R+F Convention 2020 was working out alongside my R+F coach, Jolyn Jekyll, with the incredible Jaws Nelson, and dancing with DJ 𝐘𝐿 live on R+F Virtual. It's an experience I will not soon forget.
My main takeaway from convention is that this company has got our backs. I'll admit it, I was skeptical about a virtual convention and the ability of our platform to sustain tens of thousands of people at once. And it exceeded all expectations. It was amazing. So, like any other situation, we just pivot, we make it work, and I have the greatest faith that is even stronger now than ever in R+F.
My greatest takeaway from R+F Convention 2020, community. It is the secret sauce. Everybody's got to have a great community.
My greatest takeaway from Convention 2020 was really a renewed excitement about my business, renewed excitement about what's coming. I cannot wait to get my new redefined regimen in a couple days. I'm ready to run, and I have some serious goals to achieve.
My biggest takeaway with convention was the keynote speaker, Nicole Walters, and putting together an action plan for my team and for my personal business for the next 90 days.
The biggest takeaways from convention this year would have to be that as a team and together, we do more. We got through, for the most part, 2020 by banding together and being stronger.
My biggest takeaway from R+F Convention was when Jay Shetty said to us that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is a part of success.
Okay, my biggest takeaway from convention is not new. This is something that I've known for a long time. It's just such a nice reminder. The value of what we have to offer, both the products and the business, is just phenomenal. The products change people's skin and therefore changes their confidence, boosts their confidence, makes them feel beautiful in their own skin, and we know how important that is. And the business, it can change people's lives. It really can. You know, it can be anything from getting their products paid for to paying their mortgage, and that's up to them. But we have that to offer, and it was just a nice reminder how much value we have to offer from so many different ways and so many different ways to look at it and to be a blessing to people. So that was a very nice reminder.
Renewed excitement from everything overall between the business with how far I've come and where I'm going to go and where R+F is going. I feel that this really is just the beginning.
My biggest takeaway from Convention 2020 was just continuing to work on belief always. You, to stay in this business long term, need to have strong belief in yourself, these products, our doctors, the vision, and I just kept hearing that over and over, and I can't tell you, being in this business for 6 years now, how true that is. That's what's going to make you do the work day in and day out and really share with passion. And go to convention. That is a game changer, especially when it comes to belief. Convention next year, hopefully, not just on the computer.
My
biggest takeaway from R+F Convention 2020 was the power of your voice. I think so many people resort to text now, and it's so easy to copy and paste, and sending a quick voice text really personalizes things and just lets people hear your excitement.
The biggest takeaway from R+F Convention 2020 was the sense of community within the company and the idea of giving back between helping others, recycling with TerraCycle, and just giving back into training with our people.
The greatest key takeaways from Rodan Fields 2020 convention were the keynote speakers. I loved Nicole's saying, "You are the best thing that they never heard of." I also liked focusing on the worth of opportunity, and this is a gift. Failure is not personal. Don't judge in the moment, and have an abundance mindset.
One of my favorite takeaways from R+F 2020 convention is walk in like you own it. You're going to change lives, whether it be product-wise or business-wise. Own it.
One of my greatest takeaways from convention was Dr. Janet Taylor's talk. She mentioned, we're processing 11 million some bits of information, and we only effectively process a few of those because we're on autopilot. So much of life is just action, reaction, cause and effect. And she helped give some great tips for moving from your lizard brain to your wizard brain. And really, daily gratitude journaling, setting goals, writing them down, setting intention, sharing your goals with others, and really living a purposeful life.
My biggest takeaway in listening to all the hugely successful keynote speakers and victorious R+F consultants is that your mindset and establishing what makes you feel happy and whole come first. Professional success will follow.
Thank you, Rodan Fields.
Thank you, Rodan Fields, for a great convention.
Thank you, Rodan Fields.
Thank you, R+F.
Thank you, R+F.
Thank you, R+F.
Thank you, Rodan Fields.
Thank you, R+F.
Thank you, R+F.
Thank you, Rodan Fields.
Thank you, R+F.
Thank you, Rodan Fields.
Thanks, R+F, for a great 2020 convention. It was awesome. Thanks.
Thank you, Rodan Fields. Convention 2020 was a knockout.
Thank you, R+F.
Thank you, Rodan Fields.